Hello again, you ridiculously gorgeous creatures. In this video, I'm going to talk you through my favourite loadouts for Titanfall, for both the pilot and the Titan. Many of you guys have asked me, what's your favourite loadout? So in this video, I'm going to talk you through both of them. Let's start with the pilot loadouts. For my primary weapon, I choose the R101C carbine, and I use the hollow sight scope for this weapon. It's great for mid to long range battles, not so great for close quarter combat, but I find that the maps in Titanfall are pretty big, so I need a gun that's going to help me in situations that are mid to long range. So I find that the hollow sight is a great attachment for this. I also use the extended magazine, which means I have to reload less. I don't tend to use the suppressor as much, although that does have its benefits. I use the extended magazine. So next up, for my anti-Titan weapon, I use the charge rifle. Now this is by far my favourite anti-Titan weapon. You charge it up, and it doesn't take too long to charge, and you blast it at a Titan, and it's really effective at taking down their shields. Now I find it's best to use when you find that one of your Titan teammates is up against an enemy Titan, and the enemy Titan is kind of engaged with that other Titan, and you can kind of really help out your friendly Titan by taking down the enemy Titan's shields. So it's kind of just a really good way of taking down the enemy's Titan shields and helping out your teammates in general. So this is a really good anti-Titan weapon, by far my favourite. Sidearm, I hardly ever use the sidearm. I find the sidearm's really ineffective to actually kill pilots, but the one I do use is Hammond P20111 because it's basically has the best rate of fire, but I hardly ever use these. For my tactical ability, I use Cloak. Cloak is great at obviously hiding into the background. It's by far the tactical ability I use the most. I'd hardly ever use the stim or active radar pulse, but Cloak is a really good effective way of keeping out of sight, confusing your enemies, and that's the one I go for all the time. For my Ordnance, I use the standard Frag Grenade. I've actually got quite a few kills with a Frag Grenade. It's pretty effective. Lob it into a room of grunts or pilots and it's bound to actually get a kill. So the Frag Grenade is the one I use the most. For my tier 1 kit, I use the quick reload kit. I like the fact that you're plugging away at a pilot and you can reload quickly and do the same again. So that's actually a pretty good one for me. I'll be interested to see what you guys use in this slot, but I go for the quick reload kit. For tier 2, I use the warp fall transmitter. This basically calls in your Titan a fair few seconds quicker than normal, so there's no hanging around, no waiting. Your Titan gets down straight away, you hop in and you can do some serious damage. Now that's my that's my pilot loadout. Now let's look at my Titan loadout. For my chassis, I use the Atlas. It's kind of the in-between between the Strider and the Ogre. Strider is just, it takes damage way too easily. I find that every time I use the Strider, I get taken out really quickly. I know it's fast and it's got great dash abilities, but that's not enough for me. It needs to have better armor. The Ogre is kind of lumbering and slow. It's got great armor, but I prefer the Atlas. It's the good in-between Titan, and I love the damage core ability. That's always comes in useful. So that's my Titan of choice, the Atlas. Primary weapon, I always use the chain gun. I just really like the accuracy of this gun. You can take out pilots from really far across the map with this weapon. It's a great accurate weapon. It's got a really good rate of fire. By far my favourite primary weapon for the Titan. Tactical ability, I use the electric smoke. Now this can get you out of some sticky situations. If you're surrounded, you trigger the electric smoke and it kind of obscures your view from other enemy Titans. Also, if a pilot rodeos you, you can use the electric smoke and it kills the Titan if they stay on you. So that's really useful. It's just great for getting out of sticky situations, good for killing pilots that rodeo you, and it's just all round quite an effective thing to use. So that's what I use for my tactical ability. For Ordnance, I use the cluster missile. Now this isn't particularly effective against other Titans, but it's really good at taking out grunts, large groups of grunts and pilots in a in a certain area. So for example, if you're getting fired at by a pilot through a window and they're kind of dodging back and forth out of view, it's great to just fire a cluster missile into that room and it takes out pretty much everything in the room. It's really good at taking out pilots, grunts, spectres. Not so great at taking out titans though, so that's its drawback, but I still prefer this. It's quite an accurate weapon too. So that's what I use for my ordnance. For tier 1, I use the nuclear ejection. This is like the first one that you unlock, but I think it's the best. It's got me so many kills. If you're getting absolutely abused by an enemy titan and you're near to death, you nuclear eject, and if anyone's in the immediate vicinity, they all get taken out. So this is a really effective thing to use, and I use it pretty much all the time. Nuclear ejection, I recommend it highly. Tier 2 kit, I use Big Punch. I'm a big fan of close quarter melee combat, and I love the fact that this does a lot of damage to the titan that you inflict it on. The only drawback is it kind of takes quite a long time to wind up and actually unleash, so you're kind of vulnerable for a small amount of time using the Big Punch. So, but it's effective, and you can get some good assassinations with this. So that is my loadout of choice for both the pilot and the titan. I've reached level 50 obviously, so I've had some time to test out various weapons and stuff, but what I've just talked you through now, they're kind of what I find the most effective for my playstyle. I'd really like to hear your loadouts of choice for both the pilot and titan. Do they differ from mine greatly, or are they pretty much similar to mine? I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, because obviously I've still got a lot of way to go in testing out every single combination. So leave a comment below, let me know what your favourite pilot and titan loadout is. It will probably help other people that read it. Drop some hints in the comment section. What's best? What works best for you to kill pilots? What works best for you to kill titans? Leave a comment below. Let us all know. We can share secrets. We can share tips and hints, and it'll be a really good way to get to know this game better. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I plan on making a hell of a lot more Titanfall videos for you guys. I'll probably make another favourite loadout video somewhere down the line after I've had even more hands-on time with the game. Subscribe for more Titanfall videos. If you enjoy this kind of content, you know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very shortly, you beautiful effing bastards. Until next time, my friends.